Louise joins us now ahead of the release of Heavy Love, her first album in 18 years.
I know.
How does it feel to be back? Because you did have a burning desire to get back up on stage for a long time, really.
Yes, yeah. Do you know, watching all the clips back when we were just saying, like, we have so many memories going back.
I know every word of those songs.
Do you know, it's just good to be back. It's weird. I never ever made a conscious decision to stop making music. I think I just had a family, life took a different path, and it was just a really long break, really long. Yeah, but to be back, I mean, it feels like I was never away. It's when you get out and you start gigging and you're out with a band and you're starting putting tour dates in, you think, OK, this is real now. Yeah. This is what's really going on.
And what does it feel to get back into the writing process and being back into the studio as well? There's a lot of pressure as well, isn't there? There's a lot of competition, obviously.
Do you know, I started off with a writing deal, so before I actually decided to make a proper album, I just went in, I signed to Warner's about just writing, with a view of maybe an album, but it was so, I think for me, it was the first time I've had the opportunity to write on an album with some great writers. Sinead Harnett, Ray's on the album, Jojo's got a song on the album, and some great sort of writers from all over the world, and actually have something to say. I think when you're 18, 19, you've got stuff to say, but it's very different from being a mum and, you know, the last few years of my life.
And yeah, really, I suppose.
So, yeah, you can really tell the album's like a bit of a story, but
it's personal. It is personal, and you took the time to do it that way.
It took me 18 months to make the album, to write it, and then I recorded it. And I think it took me so long because I went through so many different emotions. And it's a really, I think people were expecting quite a, maybe sort of a mid-tempo, slow, heartfelt album, but it's actually quite empowering. It was like full steam ahead. This was hands in the air album. Like I need some moments where everyone wants to just get up and dance. And a good old bit of funk feel in there. The old school matters. But it's been so many years I've been doing it that I think I know what I want to watch and what I want to see. And I think most people sat at home, most probably are similar to me. We just know what makes us feel good and what we want to look at. I mean, Stretch was slightly more, I've been sort of well documented that the kids were like, "You really gonna do this to us, Mum?" Like, Charlie's 15 now. It's like, for a while, it's like, no
Charlie's mates. I was just gonna say.
It's when they kept coming into the kitchen saying to me, "Hi, Louise, is it possible to get some water?" I'm like, "Yeah, help yourself." Charlie's like, "Get out the kitchen and leave my mum alone."
How have they kind of come to terms with Mum being back on the scene and such then, and kind of getting back up on the stage and seeing her perform? Because they were only little things.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's been one of the most amazing parts of doing this again. They all knew that I used to sing, but since they were born, I was just Mum at home. You know, Dad was the one out doing his thing, and Mum used to be a singer, but they was not particularly interested. So now it's so nice when they're proud, having... And because my boys, they've been through the whole thing, so I'd get in the car and play them a track and say, "Right, do you like this one?" And just yes or a no. If it was a no, it was binge, you know, like it wasn't coming on the album. But what's so nice is when I'm doing a show and they want to come and they're at the front row and, you know, Charlie brings 4 or 5 mates. He's at that age where he doesn't go anywhere without some sort of a crew. Yeah. The 10-year-old Beau is quite happy just to be sat with me and the band. But, yeah, I think... that's been the most amazing part of all this, having the boys be and witness what I used to do and what I'm doing now.
Of course, of course. And we see you dancing in those videos, and clearly you are a brilliant dancer. We saw that on Strictly. And I suppose Strictly, in many respects, allowed you to feel like you could get back on stage, didn't it? Because it was putting yourself out there again.
I think so. I think it's really easy when you've been in the industry to the level I was as sort of a younger person, and then you take time away. You never really know if anyone's interested. You kind of, opportunities might come through the door, but the last thing you want to do is make an album and nobody really cares. Yeah. So I think what Strictly does, it just puts you back in people's minds. I mean, I had a great time learning to dance because I love dancing, and I know we've spoken about this, but I think what Strictly allowed me to do was get back out there and for people to go, "Wow, I used to love that record," and it just gives you opportunities. Yeah. And I sort of did grab them with both hands.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, does it make you think then about potential eternal kind of reunions? we see all the bands doing it.
I do think if the opportunity arose, then it would be amazing to do something with them. I was so proud to be part of Eternal. I mean, it was a great band and one of the biggest selling girl band albums ever.
Yeah.
So I think to go back out on the road with them, or to do a one-off special, 25-year special would be great. They're most probably sitting at home now going, what? Hang on, no one's told us about this. I'm planning it, girl.